Under log number 816 by Mr. Banks. For what purpose does the gentleman seek recognition?
I have an amendment at the desk.
Will the clerk please distribute the amendment? And without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with, and the gentleman is recognized for the purposes of explaining his amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment would stop the dangerous critical race theory and anti-American ideology from being pushed in the United States military and taught in educational institutions under the Department of Defense. I urge my colleagues to support it because it is not sustainable to push this anti-Americanism on our troops. The men and women who wear the uniform, who take an oath to protect and defend our Constitution and our country, knowing that they could pay the ultimate sacrifice in doing so. How do we expect the next generation of leaders to get up and raise their right hand like I did and many of you did when we're teaching them that America is inherently racist and evil? We all know, every single one of us in this room know, that this is the greatest country in the history of the world. Are we perfect? No. Is our history perfect? Of course not. But there's nothing that comes close to what we have in America, and it is not sustainable to tell our troops anything otherwise. In fact, it's dangerous. We've seen some startling examples already, and I fear if we don't do something today, we're going to see many more. We already know that at West Point, they required cadets to read Critical Race Theory, an introduction. Admiral Gilday sat right there and defended his decision to instruct Navy sailors, every single one of them, to read a ridiculous book titled How to Be an Anti-Racist, which is actually a racist book that argues that our Constitution, quote, is a mask to hide America's racism. Think about that for a moment. Especially think about that as you think about the oath that our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines take to defend our Constitution. And we have the highest-ranking admiral in the Navy telling our sailors to read a book that teaches them that the Constitution is a mask to hide America's racism. General Milley sat there and infamously defended critical race theory, explaining the ideology was an integral part of the military's mission. I can't help but wonder what would have happened if General Milley had spent more time on our plans withdrawing from Afghanistan than on prioritizing this dangerous anti-American garbage. That's why, again, I urge you to support my amendment to ban the teaching of critical race theory and anti-Americanism in our military. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you. I'll take a couple quick comments here and then yield to other members. First of all,